It's still early. Come on, just one more. I can be very persuasive when I want to be.
Greg, you're in the loop, aren't you?
What about?
This Mantis business.
Julia, I can assure you I'm definitely not in that loop.
Yeah, but you must hear things when you go down to the police station.
Sometimes.
So what's the problem? Why can't the police catch this woman?
Well, from what I hear, she's been very clever. Her victims wake up the next morning and they just don't remember what's happened.
Hello?
So do they think it's over?
Hmm?
Well, it says in there, here look, that there have been no new attacks for almost a week, so do the police think she's stopped?
You know, even if I did know something, I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
Hi, Faith.
Hi.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Well, it's just that it is nearly opening up time. You don't normally cut it this fine.
I didn't sleep too well.
There's nothing wrong, is there?
Look, like you said, I'm late. I better get on.
It's really not good enough. Just don't patronise me. Just don't.
You can just take a seat and Dr.
Oh, no, I'm standing right here until someone sees me.
I'm very sorry. We are very busy. If you take a seat, Dr.
No, you listen. I'm not taking no seats. I'm standing here. How does your time work here? You say half an hour, 45 minutes, say an hour, 45 minutes. How does it work?
Like I said, I'm very sorry. We are very busy.
Well, what's your best offer?
Hard to say.
Oh, look, if you're not interested, I can go elsewhere.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I just need to look this up. I think it's quite a rare model. I need to establish its current market price.
Well, can you hurry it up, please?
And he's drifting in and out of consciousness.
Come in.
Julie, can I have a word?
Yeah, of course, sit down. So, should I be putting on my practice manager's hat for this, or is it
No,
just...
it's not about work. Well, maybe it is, I don't know. Something happened yesterday with Fred.
Ah, so has this got anything to do with why he wants to see another nurse?
Yes, he told me what it was all about.
And?
He said that he'd fallen in love with me.
Oh, I see. So what did you say?
I told him it was a very sweet thing to say.
Ah.
He thought it was patronising. But it was the shock. Normally, I can see these things coming, nip it in the bud, but this time...
Oh, this time you didn't, because you didn't think that once you start drawing your pension, you could still fall in love.
Hi, can I help you?
I need to see someone about this.
That looks nasty. Maybe you'd be better off going to A&E.
Oh, I thought, isn't there
Someone here, a nurse, anyone.
Right, are you a patient here? Hello, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you a patient here?
No, I'm new to the area.
Okay, well, shouldn't be a problem. What I'll do is I'll register you as an emergency patient. If you could just fill this out for me. Bear with me. Or maybe I'll fill it out for you. Okay, what's your surname, please?
Lyle. Karen Lyle.
Right. And your address?
108 Sycamore Street.
Well, what's taking so long?
We want to get the right model, don't we?
Well, maybe I should go somewhere else.
No, I've got it. No, please wait. I really am interested in the watch.
Officer, that's her! Excuse us, sir. Up the road. Oh, no, you don't.
Take your hands off me!
DI back to Leatherbridge CID, and you are?
I've done nothing wrong.
Oh, you make a habit of running away from police officers, do you?
Looks like she tried to get rid of the evidence.
Matches the description, all right. You dropped something.
I've never seen that before.
In that case, I think we'll continue this in an interview room. I'm arresting you on suspicion of robbery. You don't have to say anything, but it might harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court.
So, how did you do this? A glass. Wine, I think. Yeah, I broke a glass. And have you been having any other problems? Some pins and needles. No pain in your mouth? No, why? Your gums are bleeding. What? So you don't know when the bleeding started? Karen? Can I go now? Actually, I'd like the doctor to examine you before I finish. It won't take long.
Ruth Parry. Is that your real name?
That's what it says there, isn't it? Why am I here?
Because the watch you're trying to sell is connected to another case we're investigating. We're checking your fingerprints. If this is part of a false identity, we'll soon know who you really are.
Ruth Parry, 12 Collingwood Road. How many more times?
So, where'd you get the watch, Ruth?
It was a present.
And who would give you a £5,000 watch?
Yeah, you struck lucky this time. Trouble is, this is a rare model, and a watch exactly like this was stolen 6 nights ago. You know anything about that, Ruth?
I told you. It was a gift.
From who?
An admirer.
Name.
No chance.
You won't give me his name because this mysterious benefactor doesn't exist, does he?
Yeah, he exists. I just don't want to get him into any trouble. He has given me a £5,000 watch.
Where were you 6 nights ago?
I don't know. At home. Alone.
We can search your flat.
Over one watch.
Oh, come on. We know you're a good actress, but you can stop playing the innocent now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This belonged to the 5th victim, didn't it?
5th what? Well, what you on about?
The man died, Ruth.
What?
What happened? Was it the drugs you gave him?
I don't know anything about any drugs.
Did you give him too much?
Well, what are you on about?
Did you know he had a bad heart?
Hang on. Go back. Who died?
If it was an accident, we might not be talking murder.
Murder? No. I didn't. I couldn't have...
Then tell us what happened.
It was Barry.
Who?
Barry Vines. My boyfriend. He gave me the watch. You've got to believe me.
Yeah, well, the cut looks nice and clean, but it was right of Nurse Walker to double-check with me. Were you out last night?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you have one too many?
No, I had a couple of drinks. What difference does that make?
Without moving your head, could you just follow this pen for me?
Why? It's my hand that hurts.
Yes, but you've also reported other symptoms, so I just need to make sure there's nothing else going on, okay? Okay. Okay, thanks, Karen.
She's lying.
What, you don't think she was given the watch?
I know Barry Vines. He's strictly small time. Knocked off computers, dodgy mobiles, sold on the back of pubs. That's Barry's stock in trade. All designer watches and state-of-the-art laptops.
We still need to pull him in, even if it's just to rule him out.
Yeah. Why don't you have a word with him? See if he can shed any light on our mysterious Miss Parry. In the meantime, I'll go through her flat with a fine-tooth comb. My gut tells me we've got our girl. But if we can't find any more stolen goods, we're gonna have to let her go.
Well?
You were right to get me.
Well, it was clear from the start that she was spaced out. I just didn't know if it was drug-induced. Then I noticed the bleeding gums, which you told us to look out for the other day.
But all of the victims up until now have been men. Right, so if we're right and Karen is the first reported female victim, then it suggests to me that this whole thing's got way out of control.
You think the Mantis is now targeting women?
Or the drug's in more than one pair of hands. And we've seen what the Mantis can do with this drug. Imagine if she's now selling it to predatory men as well. We need to find out exactly what happened to Karen last night. Karen, is there anything else you want to talk to us about?
No.
How did you hurt your hand?
I told you I fell.
Yeah, but why did you fall?
You nearly finished. Nearly?
Listen, Karen, your bleeding gums, your blurred vision, the dizziness, the pins and needles, I've seen all of these symptoms before.
I want to go.
Did something happen to you last night?
I don't know. It's only coming back to me in bits. I can't...
Were you with a man?
I don't want to talk about it. Look, Karen, if you were assaulted, we can help.
Please, Karen, why don't you let us help you?
Look, you don't understand. I don't want to remember what happened.
What do you think? Was she raped?
Well, if she was, she might not want to face up to it.
Listen, can you let Julia know I'm going to need some cover?
You're going after her?
Well, I haven't got much choice, have I?
Well, you heard her. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, I know she's a victim and I know she's vulnerable, but well, she might just have some information that could be vital to a police investigation. Information that could stop someone else getting hurt.
How did the search go?
Not even an overdue library book. Finding any evidence in her flat was always going to be a long shot. I didn't really expect her to make such a basic mistake. So, I'm hoping you've turned up something that's going to get us back on track.
Well, I finally tracked Barry Vines down in the car park of the Plume of Feathers, selling gear in the back of his van.
Dodgy deals on wheels.
Yep. He's got a few regular pictures where anyone wanting to buy or sell knows where to find him. He's resting in the cells now.
What did he know about Ruth Parry?
Well, he did idle knowledge until I found a couple of credit cards in his van, issued to our second two victims. Wants a solicitor now. I've sorted it, but I think he'll cooperate.
You're joking?
No.
This is it. This could be the break we're waiting for. What did he say about how he got hold of those cards?
Well, according to him, some woman came in a couple of days ago, wanted a quick sale on some very good quality gear. A couple of laptops, the credit cards we recovered.
What about the watch?
Apparently that wasn't part of the deal.
Did he name the woman? Was it Ruth Parry?
He says he's never heard of her.
And I didn't find anything at her flat to prove that she'd ever had any kind of relationship with Barry Vines. What about a description of this mystery woman?
Late 20s. Average height, average build.
Hair colour?
She was wearing a hoodie and dark glasses. Barry reckons he only had eyes for the bag of goodies she wanted to offload.
Yeah, or he could be blowing smoke. They could be in this together. Ruth Parry does the thieving, Barry Vines fences the goods.
So we could have a little falling out among thieves. Maybe Ruth kept the watch for herself, knowing Barry wouldn't be able to give her anywhere near what it was worth.
We still don't have enough to hold her, though.
Unless we could prove that Ruth and Barry Vines were together at the time he says this deal was done. Maybe we should tell Ruth that Barry is denying her story.
Go on.
But I got to thinking about why someone as criminally sophisticated as our girl would use a bottom feeder like Barry Vines, when she could get a much better deal from any number of local fences.
Good point. And?
I checked the pubs where he does his deals. Not one of them has a CCTV.
She's a clever one, all right. She knew we'd be checking all the regular traders, and most of them have got shop cameras now. After all the effort she's put into disguising herself, she wouldn't risk giving us a look at her face.
Barry was quite sure. 2:15. That's when this woman paid him a visit. The deal itself might have been carried out away from the glare of any cameras.
But we can check the tapes and all the other cameras in the streets surrounding the pub.
Every approach is covered. I mean, there's no way this woman could leave the area without being picked up on at least one camera. Barry Vines says she arrived at 2:15, so we're in the right time frame now.
I still can't understand why she's risking selling the stolen goods locally.
Maybe she's cashing in.
Getting ready to move on.
Oh, she must know she can't pull this stunt many more times without us getting close to her.
So she gets rid of all the booty, moves on, starts up again in another city. If you're right, this could be the last chance we've got of catching her before she makes a run for it.
Yeah, can I speak to D.I. Baxter, please? Oh, isn't he? Can I leave a message? Yeah, could you let him know that Dr. Robinson called? And can you tell him I think I might have found another mantis victim? Yeah, that's what I said. Only this time it's a woman, a Karen Lyle, 108 Sycamore Street. She's pretty shaken up, but I'm going to try and persuade her to come in and give a statement. Yeah, you can get hold of me on my mobile. He's got the number. Thanks. Hi, is Karen in? Karen Lyle, she does live here, doesn't she?
She lived here, yes, but she's moved away.
Oh, I don't suppose you have a forwarding address, do you? It is very important.
I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
Damn, there's nothing. Looks like Barry Vines was lying to us all along.
Wait a sec.
What? I don't...
There.
Certainly matches the description Vines gave us.
And she's coming from the direction of his van.
Freeze it there.
Right.
Even Ruth Parry's mum couldn't tell that was her. We're going to need more detail than that if we're going to have any chance of getting a positive ID.
You've still got more tapes to watch.
Yep, come in. Thanks. Dr. Robinson phoned. Said he might have found another victim, only it's a woman this time.
Doesn't sound like the mantis, Emma.
No. And our police surgeon can get a bit Sherlock Holmes sometimes. Still, why don't you go down to Sycamore Street? Doesn't need two of us here working another dead end.
Sure.
Dr. Robinson, what do you want?
To help you.
My hand's okay, thank you.
Well, it's not really your hand I'm worried about. You see, Karen, I'm a police surgeon. I'm not just a GP. And, well, I've dealt with many cases similar to yours. And the thing is, I really think that you may have been drugged last night. Is that something that sounds possible to you? Karen? Listen, I really think that you and I should talk about this. Can I come in, please?
Must have been something in the wine. I remember drinking. It was only my second glass, but then I felt lightheaded. Couldn't stand up.
And you don't remember anything else?
Not until I woke up this morning.
And this guy, did you just meet him in a bar?
I was just having a quiet drink. I wasn't out looking for men.
Oh, no. Well, what did happen? Did he approach you?
He seemed nice. We just started chatting, and then he suggested we order another bottle.
Can you remember his name?
He said he was something to do with pharmaceuticals, a rep or something.
Karen, look, I'm pretty sure that I've seen this drug used before. The police need to find the source of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, I work with the officers in charge of this investigation. if you could come in and talk to them,
No.
all they'd need is a statement from you.
No, I couldn't.
I could come with you, if that would help. Please, Karen. We need to stop this before anyone else gets hurt.
Look, I need to think about it.
Sure.
This drug.
Hmm.
How long will it be before it's out of my system?
Well, the side effects should be wearing off now, but you probably won't feel 100% for a couple of days. There was one thing I didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how come you gave your old address to our receptionist?
I don't know, maybe it was just the drug confusing me.
Well, it's a good job Mrs. Colburn kept your forwarding address, otherwise I'd never have found you.
Yeah.
Come on. Where are you? Got you. Where are you going? Come on. Where are you? There you are. Got you. Come back here. Now, turn around. Let's have a look at you. That is not Ruth Parry.
Yeah, let me take that.
Who the hell are you?
The mole. It's you, isn't it?
Are you telling me that all this time, the only thing the police have been trying to identify me from is a mole?
That's why you didn't want me to find you.
What's the matter? Not feeling too good, Dr. Robinson?
Karen, what have you done?
I hope you don't suffer too many side effects. Only I had to give you a slightly higher dose than usual. Can't have you holding up my plans, can I?
I don't understand.
Shh. You'll be going to sleep soon. For about 8 hours, I should think. But don't try and rush things when you wake up. Look what happened to me. Nearly got myself into all kinds of trouble.
I thought...
That I was a victim? Well, I suppose I was. Stupid mistake. I got the drinks mixed up. Took the wrong one. So I know exactly how you're feeling about now. Pins and needles in the arm? Dryness in the mouth?
I didn't taste anything.
I'm not an amateur. I studied chemistry for 3 years. My folks wanted me to be a pharmacist. Can you imagine me? Spending my life in a shop, doling out pills and ointments all day. I always loved dressing up. And as a kid, I used to put on plays for my parents. I should have been an actor. My parents sent me to uni. There, I was able to study the two things that changed my life. Drug manufacture and the mating habits of the male of the species. Didn't take me long to put the two together.
So it was all about money?
Not exactly. Cool blonde or fiery redhead. It was fun playing out men's fantasies.
Fantasies? Karen, a man died.
That wasn't meant to happen. How was I supposed to know he had a heart condition? Don't worry. I'll make sure there are no more accidents.
The police know about you, Karen. I told them.
Yeah, well, I think it's time we said goodbye to Karen Lyle. Time to move on. Pastures new.
So you're not going to stop?
What, when I've finally found something I'm good at?
Come on. come on. Yeah, police. I need the police.
I think it's a little late for the cavalry, don't you? Why don't you just relax? By the time you wake up, I'll be living in another town under a different name.
The police will be watching you. They know your methods.
I'm sure I'll be able to adapt. Goodbye, Dr. Robinson. We won't be seeing each other again.
Using intimate memoirs and personal letters, BBC2 brings to life one of history's most powerful and passionate women. The first of a two-part documentary telling the incredible story of Catherine the Great, tonight at 9.